Hey, what's up guys? It's just welcome back to Tsukihime. Last time, okay, I'll be completely honest. Hang on, let me see here. It has been exactly 2 weeks since I last, continued on. It has been A, very hot, and B, my internet's been spotty. So I mean, I could have recorded it offline, but I usually stream this, and yeah, it's a whole thing. And yeah, so, but I'm finally back. Gonna try and get a day or two done, and then I don't know. Whenever the next cool day where my internet's cooperating is, I'll hopefully finish. But you know, again, where were we? Blah 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 blah. Don't. Right, yeah, no, she threatened to kill us because we felt bad and we're having like nightmares, and we like Kohaku and Hisui suggested maybe we should go back to the Arimas. And then AKIHA was like, don't you fucking dare, bitch. And yeah, then we went to school. Anyway, noon arrives. As usual, Arihiko is skipping school. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. I don't feel like eating by myself here. Maybe if I go to the lively cafeteria, my appetite may pick up. Maybe. Maybe not. Have to see. As expected, the cafeteria is full of people. After waiting the long line, I buy the tried and true meal set A and walk up to a table. Listening to the voices of everyone else, I begin to eat. And then, for a moment, I see a terrible image. Huh? Is it the television screen? I gape at the large television mounted on the wall at the end of the cafeteria. At my school, they record the morning news and replay it at lunch. I just stare dumbfounded at the news broadcast several hours late. Yeah, we're finding out some shit. So sorry, I'm just double checking something. Okay. No way. I watched the news in amazed horror. Shown in the television is the alley that I saw last night in my dream. The newscaster's talking. On the screen, the words vampire serial killer's new victim appears in bloody lettering. It appears that the girl was saved. Okay, this is new. The girl survived. She didn't survive in AKIHA or Hisui's route. Interesting. Here the girl's in the hospital recovering from having her blood drained. She's still unconscious. Chances of recovery are unknown. The identity of who attacked and stole her blood is also unknown. The picture of the girl on the television is unmistakably that girl from last night. Actually, wait, did she survive? No, right? I don't think so. That means there's one thing that isn't known. Oh, that isn't unknown. The criminal who attacked her is without a doubt. Me, no. I started to feel faint. How come? That was a dream. Was it though? It had to be a dream. But in reality, the same person in my dream had her blood sucked out the same way in my dream. But in reality, the same person in my dream had her blood sucked out the same way in my dream. You could have just stopped that same way. You didn't need the in my dream and then this, but it just. Hey, Natai. Yeah. Oh man. That vampire should be gone already. I killed Yumizuka with my own hands. Those killings, they shouldn't be happening anymore. I killed Yes, I killed. Just like the time when I killed Yumizuka. While breathing hard last night, that woman I've never met. Didn't I tell you, Shiki-kun? It's useless to resist it. What are you talking about? Or wait, that's still her, right? Okay, if you say so. And yeah, it's I had planned to try and finish up the game this last weekend, but my internet was extremely spotty. I could have probably streamed still if I reduced my resolution to like 30 FPS instead of 60. Which for VN, I guess, I don't even know why I stream at 60 when playing this. But, yeah. I don't know. Ugh. Resisting the urge to throw up, I get up from my seat. Realistically, that's what I should do, but yeah. I should see if it will work if I can have like 2 OBS instances open and record at 60 and then stream at 30. Because if I can do that, then I could stream even when my internet is being slower than usual. I don't know why I haven't looked into that. I've thought about it multiple times, so I just never went out of my way to do it. I should, yeah. I can't go back to class. I find myself running into the city. I think the only reason I haven't is because I can't use my face cam in 2 instances at the same time. But I guess I could download the... I don't know. I guess I could record on both instances and then take the... I don't know. I come to the place I saw in my dream. There are several policemen around the area, and tape reading police line "Do not cross" is stretched across the alley. Exactly the same. Without a doubt, this is the place I went to in my dream. No, it wasn't a dream. I can't delude myself into thinking it's a dream any longer. Even if I stay here longer, the cops will only stare at me. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I can't go back to school now, so I guess I'll go back to the mansion. I've actually got it all recorded. I just have been incredibly lazy the last 5 days? No, 6 days since I recorded it. And just haven't edited it. The problem was, it kept buffering while I was watching it. And now I don't know how to go about doing the timer. Because I would be talking while it was buffering, and I don't want to cut out when I was talking. Well, I don't mind cutting out when I was complaining about the buffering, but cutting out when I was actually talking about stuff that was happening. But then if I do that, the timer becomes really iffy, because there's no way to like have the timer paused and then re-pick up where it left off. So I don't know how that will go. I don't know. I'll probably figure something out. But I go over all of this in the reaction. Okay, no. I feel like I should save it for when I upload the reaction, cause I'm gonna abstain from saying anything for now. But let's just say you'll see my displeasure over certain things when it comes out. I mean, I guess not really. But I mean, like, the way I have it set up though is it's meant to be meant to be a watch along, so like people can watch along on their own monitor, which is why the timer's kind of important. So that way people can be synced up, but it's, I don't know. Actually, wait a second. I'll have to look to see if I can have, I don't know. I'll see if I can work out how to get the timer to just like pause and then restart. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna say anything about my my thoughts on it. I'm gonna, because like my viscera towards how certain things were handled. Wait and see. I was very not happy with something in particular. I can't go back to school now, so I guess I'll go back to the mansion. Yeah, it's okay, no. The one thing I will say is I wasn't as angry with Shiro versus Kirei as I thought it would be from what I'd heard. I wasn't very annoyed with it, to be honest. But I was extremely annoyed at something else. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say. Since it's not even 2 o'clock yet, Hisui isn't waiting in the lobby. I can say I got lucky. I don't feel like seeing anyone right now. I glance at my reflection in the window. The pale face looks like a completely different Tonoshiki. Myself that seems like another person. That dream that seemed like it belonged to another person. That which cannot be noticed. The traces of the killing that only remains in my memory. Dizziness. Before me, my vision goes black. No. I'm not the same as my old man. Desperately fending off the dizziness, I try to stay upright. Oh. Also, I think I'm gonna start the Tsukihime manga either tonight or tomorrow. Only the first, like, 4 or 5 chapters, but I think I'm gonna start it. And I think I've decided that the way I'm gonna go about it is I'm just gonna chill while reading, but I'll take notes of things I want to talk about and then record the video instead of just recording me reading, because I don't know. That's just, yeah. I feel like that just would work out better. Is just take notes about maybe some differences I notice and like things I might want to speak on with it. I feel like this is probably the best way to do it. FNAF business, I try to stay upright. My old man. I can go to my old man's room and I can find out about his illness. If I do that, I can confirm that I'm not the same. If I'm the same, or if I am the same, there might be a way to help myself. His room is on the first floor in the western part of the mansion, next to Kohaku-san's room. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, just sitting there with my face cam, reading, and then it seems, I don't know, that's that just seems like it'd be incredibly boring. His room's on the first floor in the western part of the mansion, next to Kohaku-san's room. Yeah, I don't know. With my method, I can just like chill in bed while reading and just have a notepad that I can just write notes on, and then succinctly, you know, go over my thoughts. I don't know. I feel like that's just, yeah. Like, I mean, I guess I could do a stream your way and then for the video cut it all up to the parts where I talk about my thoughts and whatnot. But again, I feel like that stream would just be super, super boring. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to sit there and just watch someone read with them only saying things every now and then when it's something I want to talk about. Like, and I wouldn't want to. I don't know. I don't want to make content that I wouldn't want to watch. I guess, like, that's why I deleted the original 10 parts of Nier Automata that I had on YouTube. I went back and looked at those. I was like, oh my god, my audio is horrible. And so I deleted it and reset my game, and I'll just restart it. Eventually, I'll play through Nier Automata. But yeah. But yeah, I looked at those old videos, and I was like, bro, I just know. This is awful. It was fortunate that I left school early. At this time, no one else is around. I pull out my knife and take off my glasses. I try to cut the line of the door's lock and put my glasses back on. The room wasn't locked. My old man's room is just like it always was. Nearly all of the rows of books are educational reports, and nothing catches my attention. For now. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like having like a 8 to 10 minute video where I succinctly like have all my thoughts put together and I can edit in like small bit, like, because this also I'm not showing the full manga, I'm just showing like certain images that maybe I'd like stand out to me. Should be fine. And yeah. Okay, I've rambled about that too much. I'm just gonna move on. Yeah. What I want right now is my old man's journal or notes. The old man was extremely methodical. There certainly has to be something like that lying around here somewhere. Of course, they're not just lying about where anyone can see them. Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Maybe they're locked away somewhere. And I figured, like, doing just 4 or 5 chapters at a time should... Like, I shouldn't see anything Kohaku route related in the first, 10 chapters or so. I would think. So, I figured that'd be safe, even though I'm not done with Kohaku's route quite yet. Maybe they're locked away somewhere. I should probably look in these desk drawers first. This isn't time to be fooling around. Taking off my glasses, I look at the lines. Yeah. Especially since I'm already, like, on day 7 or whatever, so, yeah. I figure it wouldn't hurt to just see the first few. Using my knife, I cut the lines on the drawer. Inside, there appears to be some old documents bundled together and what seems to be a journal. Oh, by the way, Carnival Phantasm. Do I need to play Plus Disc in Kagetsu Toya before watching Carnival Phantasm? Or should I be okay watching it after just going through base Suki as well as the manga? This is my family tree? Definitely. Right after Tono Akihisa is written Tonoshiki and Tono AKIHA. Okay. I just didn't want to start watching Carnival Phantasm just to get spoiled for any Kagetsu Toya stuff. And right after that, the word Anaya is written there. Bum, bum, bum. I wonder who that could be? Question mark. Okay. I might do Dean's Day night before Carnival Phantasm then, if that's the case. And Garden of Sinners. So yeah. Like you said, I think you said it in like the comment of Heaven's Field too. But yeah, I think I will do Garden of Sinners next, once mid-late September, once things cool down. Yeah, I don't know. I know I've gone on about it a bunch, but Dean staying at I just want to see Archer vs Berserker. That's the biggest reason I want to see it. Is just to see that clean Archer action, man. Archer is my goat, okay? He's the greatest. Like, I won't say he's like the best written anime character of all time, because that would just be false. But he's written pretty fucking well. I love Archer, dude. Yeah, for now I'll reserve my judgment. But it probably wasn't handled that well. But I think personally, I think a mixture of all three routes would actually work. But there'd have to be like a very heavy rewriting. Like, you'd have to take certain things from each, and like you'd have to decide how to put things together. But I think a combination would work. It would just have to be a lot longer, and again, heavily rewritten to make it all work together. But I think it'd be interesting to have like a properly written out mixture. Personally speaking, I don't know. I feel like that could work. Like, I don't know. My old man, he adopted a son 10 years ago? Ah, but he passed away shortly thereafter. Yeah, didn't Kohaku tell us this? In this route already, I'm pretty sure. 10 years ago. That would mean I was just in elementary school. And then it turned out to just be UW. Which, yeah, that's good. That long ago, it's only natural that I wouldn't remember. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that they would just do all the separate routes. I am still hoping for like a proper standalone Fate route at some point. And then again, maybe it would take a lot of rewriting to make it work. But if Nasu went and did it, it would be pretty fucking incredible. Like, bro, think about it. Like, imagine they go through like the Saber stuff first, right? You know, cutting out like, you know, obviously you don't get to like fighting Kira and whatnot yet, but like just like the early stuff with them like building their relationship and like okay, imagine it, right? Like, you get up to the Berserker fight in Fate route. They beat Berserker, but instead of Ilya absorbing Berserker's soul, like what should happen, the soul gets sucked away by Sakura, right? So like you take, you know, Zoken's, like, him starting to move around and whatnot from Heaven's Field into the early Fate, into Fate Rune, UW stuff. And so Sakura builds on... No, like, cause if you're mixturing them, right, or mixing them, then you'd probably have to where Sakura's around, and let's say the shadows moving around, and Zoken's doing all this in the back, in like the shadows. And so the shadow follows them to, or follows Saber and Rinta when they go to save Shiro. And then when Berserker dies, the shadow comes and takes his, like, body, soul, whatever. And, like, and everything starts, like, building the background to when you finally get to Heaven's Feel stuff and shit kicks off. Like, I don't know. I feel like it could be done to where it's just like a... I mean, like, obviously for people who know all the Fate stuff, it wouldn't be a mystery. But, like, it would be fucking sick. Even for the people that already know, for the most part, like who's who, what's what. It would be fucking epic. I don't know. Yeah. I mean... Yeah. I would... Man. Bro, that would be... Bro. They cut... Okay, like, let's cut out your... Obviously, her dying to Gilgamesh and UBW, right? But you get her build-up with Fate Shiro and their building relationship, plus extra stuff added with with some of her Heaven's Feel stuff that doesn't get talked about in Fate, and then her sacrifice for Shiro at the very end would hit like a fucking truck, dude. Like, oh man. I mean, that's that long ago, something natural that I wouldn't remember. I mean, I remember a good bit of my elementary school days, but yeah. Yeah, right? Like, at least for a while in Fate Root, I thought, oh, yo, Ilya's living with them. And then I find out in Hollow Atarax, or no, not Hollow Atarax, yeah, but HF, that she would have died in a year anyway after Fate Root. And I'm like, like she lived, and, you know, I was like, okay, she'll get to live with Shiro for you know, and or I guess live with Taiga, technically, for a while. But no, in HF you find out, oh yeah, no, she died in about a year anyway. Like, bruh. Like, that shit's fucking, like, when I found that out, I was like, oh, so not even Fate Root Ilya. I mean, I guess it is a happy ending, because she dies around around friendly people, but she still only lived an extra year. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, that sucks. Let's see. The heads of the household have had pretty short lifespans. My old man died before he was 50, and before that, before 30, in an accident. Before that, 18 years of age with suicide. Yeah. No, wait a second. No matter how you look at it, this is strange. A little bit. Looking through the family tree, all members of the Tono household have died strangely. Madness, accidents, murder, disappearances, stillbirth. Yeah, just, yeah. Man, I was so bummed when they revealed that in, I think it was HF, right? Where they revealed that she would only live another year anyway. Yeah, right at the end when she sacrificed herself for Shiro. She's like, I would only live another year anyway. Or something like that. And it was like, pardon? So does that mean you just died in your bedroom in Taiga's house at some point in Fate after Fate Root? Like what the fuck? Like, bro, dude, can you imagine? Like, one day, Ilya just doesn't come out for breakfast. Taiga goes to her room to see what's up, and Ilya's just dead. Can you imagine how fucking just heartbreaking that would be? Like realistically, that's what happened, right? Or that's what probably happens. Or she just keels over at some point in the middle of the day, Or heck, maybe she got like really weathered and sick for a while before passing, and they knew it was coming. That would be slightly better, because then I feel like at that point she would tell them, and then they'd be somewhat prepared for it in like the days leading up to. But I don't know. I could imagine her body just breaking down in the middle of the night in her sleep. It's just depressing as fuck. Madness, accidents, murder, disappearances, stillbirth. Not one of them lived a long life or even died peacefully. Yeah, it's just, yeah. What? This entire document is filled with horrible fates. Fates day night? That was bad, sorry. Even worse, most of the causes of death are madness. Most of these ended up taking their own lives. That's strange. All of this is strange. A little bit. But I can't exactly place my finger on it. Next is my old man's journal. I pick up the journal, which is a relatively new binding. Thump, thump. My heart starts to pound. My heart seems to understand that I shouldn't be opening this. But I can't turn back now. Swallowing hard, I open my old man's journal. There's a demon lurking inside the Tono bloodline. Is this just gonna be the same as Hisui's route for the most part? I should really just skip, huh? I must accept all happens, but I was very not to suffer the same fate, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I don't remember this exact wording. No man didn't just have manic depression, rather he became violent without his knowing. Just like Tonoshiki right now. That's strange. But that isn't what concerns me. He writes Shiki and AKIHA strangely. Looking back to the family tree, I see he writes AKIHA using the Chinese characters for Autumn Leaves. Well, Shiki is written using the characters for Four Seasons. The characters for Four Seasons can certainly be pronounced as Shiki, but the characters in my name are Intention and Esteemed. I have a feeling that thinking too hard about that will be bad, but my train of thought doesn't stop. What are these synchronizers? Maybe the adopted child? Okay, no, this was definitely different. Feeding human flesh. Yeah, that's the same. The date is roughly 9 years ago. Handwriting starts to get erratic. It's really only a matter of time for going insane. Can't remember half the day. Last few more years. No, okay, I remember all this. But I guess could not lift their grudge with such a thing. It's Chris and Anaya's. Much possible from tone names, yeah, we're fair. Okay. I feel like some of that was different and some of it was the same. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have only read halfway through all of this. If I read through it completely, I might come up with a solution. But do I really want to find out? I feel like vomiting. I can't stay standing. Hurry. I must hurry back to my room and sleep. It feels like there's something wrong with my head. A little bit. You're going crazy, and definitely something wrong with your head in that case. But still, I decided to go back to reading the journal. The rest of it seems to be a record of some sort. The date starts in the summer of 8 years ago, and about a month after that. I don't understand it yet, but I continue to look through it. Month, day. My son, Shiki, succumbed to his Tono blood. Shiki. He killed my adopted son who happened to be there. The adopted son is the heir of the house. Yeah, see, this isn't mentioned in... Because I think... Yeah, I think Shiki stopped at the halfway point a second ago in Hisui's route, right? I think so. Because I don't remember this bit from Hisui's route. The episode's there of the House of Naya. I guess it's a blessing in all the unfortunate events that he's in the same family as the Synchronized, just like Kohaku and Hisui. Shiki's inversion impulse is terrible. I mean, the information itself isn't really new, but the way it's being delivered is new. So is determined that he must be eliminated. I have my duty as the head of the Tono household, but killing my own son is so difficult. The Tono blood is stronger in Shiki than in AKIHA. Talking about potential, I feel an older origin in AKIHA's blood, but Shiki's Tono blood runs much stronger. I assume that is why Shiki inverted before he became an adult. Shiki's powers are immortality and fusion. Shiki couldn't manage the awakened powers and as a result, killed the adopted Nanaya child, taking his life. I have to say, it was a superb job for using his powers for the first time. Don't applaud your son for murder. That's not healthy. Month day. Both Shiki and the adopted son managed to escape death. The problem of maintaining appearances to normal society still remains. Shiki has killed the adopted Nanaya child. I have covered up the incident, but Shiki cannot be shown to the public. The wound I gave him hasn't healed and his figure is transformed. He's not in a condition to be brought in front of others as Tono Shiki. He cannot be called a human either. The Nanaya child still lives. As long as he lives, I've decided to use him. If there are any disagreements, I would like to hear them. Complementarity. The Nanayas are a family that produces killers. If that adopted son happens to stay alive, the link between him and Shiki may corrupt Shiki's mind. Yeah, we're corrupting him. Sure. Okay. Even if Shiki regains his sanity, I cannot deny the possibility of the Nanaya child's influence turning him into a killer. To prevent this from occurring, we must have him somewhere where we can keep an eye on him. But we cannot allow him near the Tono mansion either. I should have him raised by an appropriate branch of the family. Month day. The Tono blood that is awakened within Shiki. Maybe it's because he was so close to death, but he's regained his sanity like before. But I don't know if something will cause him to invert again. Even though it tears me apart, I cannot allow Shiki near the Tono mansion either. I place him in the care of a trusted servant. Month day. I put my adopted son from the Nanaya family into the care of another branch of her family. AKIHA hates me. AKIHA has lost both of her brothers at the same time, so I suppose it's only natural. Month day. I start to raise AKIHA as the next head of the household. AKIHA has more than enough talent to carry out her duties as the head of the household. Shiki may have the ability of immortality, but AKIHA has the power to plunder. Oh yeah, taking people's heat to sustain herself. As siblings, both of them have the ability to share and to take life energy. There we go. There's the confirmation that, yeah, she told us herself in her route that she told us that she was sharing her life with us, and that's why she was being drained. But an actual explanation of her powers is finally given, I guess. This is the best way to put it. It's regretful. If only she'd been born 10 years ago, I would have been able to eliminate the Nanayas without the help from the Kishimas. Okay. But I have to be careful. Her ability to plunder is a double-edged sword. She might plunder someone's entire concept while plundering their heat. Okay. Like me, I have to teach her how not to attract the curse of an enemy. Okay. So I feel like that would imply that if she went overboard with, say, sucking Shiki's blood, she would gain his mystic eyes of death perception? Maybe? Am I understanding that correctly? Month day. AKIHA tried to visit the Arima residence. I cannot let her and my adopted son see each other. I placed her in a boarding school so that her freedom is limited. Fuck you. No? Okay. By the way, that was towards Makihisa, the curse. Oh, okay. Recently the conditions are getting worse. It seems like the daughter of the synchronizers is not enough now. For the first time in a long time, I've come back to myself. How many months has it been since I last picked up this pen? There probably will not be a next time. I'll have to finish writing here. I gave instructions for this to be given to my daughter AKIHA after my death. But was it though? I don't know if AKIHA will ever read this, but if she does read it, it is to be destroyed. I feel like Kohaku kept it from AKIHA. That is my only request for my daughter to fulfill. What is this? The child adopted 10 years ago. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Shiki, there is no way you're making this a misunderstanding, right? Like, hang on. Whoa. He literally just read that the adopted son was given to the Arimas. How is he Bruh. I hope he corrects himself immediately. If he doesn't, I'll be very disappointed. I killed him? That summer day 8 years ago when I received that wound. Okay, there we go. There we go. He killed me? That summer day 8 years ago when I received this wound. Nausea wells within me. I feel sick. That memory that I had forgotten until now runs through my head. I understand. Everything's been written down, so I have to accept it. Besides, everything falls into place. The reason I was adopted by the Arimas. The reason I was disinherited as the eldest son. It's nothing. In other words, Shiki, was only a replacement for the one named Shiki. There we go, buddy. There we go. Also, going back to your question, as much as I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt, I think Makihisa was just desperate and very deluded. So I think he did what he thought were necessary evils to maintain himself. I don't know. I don't know. What is this? Cursing myself, I tossed the journal to the side. There's no need for me to investigate any further. Staying here any longer is just a waste of my time. Is he gonna bump into Kohaku on the way out? No? Oh, okay. I thought that'd be a good spot for him to run into one of the maids, but... Or even AKIHA, but I guess not. The day ends. Collapsed in my bed, I just keep thinking about the same thing. So hang on. Thinking calmly. There are only two things I found out from that journal. That I'm not a part of the Tono family. That the Naya lineage turns out a large number of killers. I don't have any blood ties to Tonomaki Hisa. In other words, those dreams of murder have to be my own. If that's the case, there's only one thing left to do. Don't be hasty now, Shiki. I hear voices coming from the lobby. I wonder if Aki is back. I get up from bed. I want to hear the truth from AKIHA. Oh boy. This is gonna be an encounter and a half. Gathering up my courage, I knock on the door. AKIHA, I want to talk. Nissan. Please come in. Her voice is bright and cheerful. She's like, oh, Nissan's coming to talk to me? Oh boy! Great! And then he's gonna drop the bomb. Like, I know the truth. I know you've been lying to me, girl. And then, yeah. Taking a breath to compose myself, I open the door. It's sitting. Hang on. It's been 2 weeks. I have to remember how to do her voice. It certainly is rare for you to come to my room like this, Nissan. Close enough. Just like this morning, AKIHA has a smile on her face. Yeah, it's about to be wiped away. Seeing that, I just stand there wordlessly, wanting to go back. I guess after all, I have felt that myself as Tonoshiki and my sister Tono AKIHA are important to me. Yeah. But still, there's something I have to ask her. AKIHA. Yes, what is it, Nissan? AKIHA appears to be looking forward to a fun conversation. Oh no, what are you gonna do, Shiki? Gritting my teeth, I look her seriously in the eye. Please tell me about the Nanaya family. I think I have a right to know. In that instant, AKIHA freezes like a puppet whose strings were cut. AKIHA wordlessly stares at me. If you won't answer, then I'll rephrase my question. My old man, Tonomaki Hisa had two personalities, right? And not just him. Almost all members of the Tono family have some sort of illness. I used to think that's what I had. But that's wrong. My anemia came from that incident 8 years ago. Because I know. You were adopted by the Tono family, right? Saying that, she smiles for some reason. AKIHA? AKIHA slowly and elegantly walks to the window as if she was in a play. Oh, she's trying to be calm and reasonable. I guess. The curtains billow in the breeze. Placing her hand on the window, she turns around. Okay. I mean, sure. I guess. My water's almost empty, so I'm gonna go grab another one, and I'll just leave you with a smiling AKIHA that's mildly concerning? Just a little bit? Yeah. Just have to just run right over there, so I'll be back in a second. Bruh, my head is sweaty as fuck. It feels gross to put the headset back on. Oh, Nissan, you were adopted by the Tono family. Your real name is Nanaya Shiki. As you say,
Your health condition is due to that accident 8 years ago. You appear to already know that the members of the Tono family are different from than most humans.
AKIHA succinctly says the thing that I would have had the most difficulty asking. AKIHA. That...
It is okay. It was only a matter of time, and I did not like hiding it.
Then why did you?
And now that you know, there's no need. No, maybe there was no...
Okay, at least she acknowledges it, okay? That's all I could ever really ask for. She finally acknowledged that maybe this whole charade was unnecessary. She still went through with it, which is annoying, but you know, at least she admits that maybe she didn't need to. Okay, there's that at least.
No, maybe there was never a need. Then there's no need to put up with any of this. Is that not right, Nissan?
AKIHA says this with her voice full of confidence. She's like, he knows he's not my brother. I can bone him without any poor feelings on either side, you know? AKIHA. So like I thought,
Yes. You are the one Father adopted 10 years ago, but you do not remember it. Do you remember the Shiki who used to play with us?
No, I don't.
That's right. It is because Father hypnotized you. Shiki was someone who could not resist his Tono blood. You may not remember it, but that day, 8 years ago, you protected me from Shiki. You sacrificed yourself to protect me from the bloodthirsty Shiki. And that is how you were killed by Shiki, and Shiki was killed by Father. It is the duty of the head of the Tono household to dispose of those who are no longer human.
Killed? But I'm still alive, right? I mean, kinda.
Yes. By a miracle, you survived. You remember what happened afterwards, right? You were taken to a hospital, and the day you returned, you were adopted by the Arima family. That is when Father hypnotized you. You were not fully healed, so your heart and mind was weak. So you easily believed what Father told you.
I see. Then that's enough.
What?
If you understand, then there's no more need to talk. I'm not a member of the Tono family, right? Then you don't have to force yourself to call me brother. Soon I, an outsider, should leave this place. Oh, Shiki, you idiot.
Don't get me wrong, Nissan. I do not call you Nissan for the sake of society. Do you not remember? Even before you were killed by Shiki, I called you Nissan. It had nothing to do with you being adopted. I knew from the very beginning you were not my true brother. And you accepted that too. So, no matter what you think, you're Tono Shiki. So please stay here in this mansion.
AKIHA's words make me happy. But I don't understand. Why does she accept me, an outsider?
Because you cared for her, you fucking moron!
But I guess he doesn't remember. Well, no, he does remember. It's just that one, memories surrounding that thing that were warped. You should still remember the fact. Okay, bruh. Why? I'm not even your real brother. But you cared for her, you protected her.
Goodness, after I've said all this, you still do not understand. You are the only one I will call Nissan. Even if you do not wish it, I just want you to
goddamn.
Even if you do not.
fuck the do not. I'm just gonna say don't.
Even if you don't wish it, I just want you by my side.
The do not was fucking me up, and I don't know why, so fuck it. I'm sure I'll use the abbreviated version.
I just want you by my side. Because I love you, Nissan.
Ayo, are we gonna get that menage a trois with her and her and Kohaku? Is that what we're getting? AKIHA says something totally unbelievable. I'm happy that she likes me as her brother. Yeah, as her brother, right? But as long as the situation remains, I can't be here. No. I'm not the kind of person you think I am. You see Shiki as a killer, but I'm just a killer like him.
A killer? What do you mean?
I can't keep it a secret any longer. Everything I did up until now. The dream I had last night. The bloodstains I cannot explain. And that dream where AKIHA killed me. I can't trust myself. I thought those were just dreams. But my old man wrote that the Nanaya were a family that produced killers. If I become like Shiki, I don't know what I'll do to you, AKIHA. I lay it all out to her from the bottom of my heart. But after blinking in surprise, she tries not to laugh. Okay, I don't think this is a laughing situation here, AKIHA. But you know, go off. What's so funny? This isn't a joke. You may not believe me, but oh god. But I really have dreams of sucking people's blood. AKIHA is still giggling. What is this? She makes me look stupid worrying about all this.
Yeah, it is funny. See, you can't be a vampire. Because you're from the Nanaya family, your blood is only human. Besides, the Nanayas are not killers.
Okay.
Certainly, from Father's point of view, they are. But the only ones that the Nanaya feel... Certainly, from the... Certainly, from Father's point of view, they are, but the only ones that the Nanaya feel a homicidal impulse towards are non-humans.
Right. That's chill.
So, what you saw had to be just dreams. And even those dreams are probably Shiki transmitting to you, so it isn't that you wanted to see them.
Shiki transmitted them? Mm-hmm. Nodders. Come to think of it, my old man did write something about that. Did he now? Shiki stole some of my life, so there is a link between us. I see. Then who's killing on the streets right now? Even if what I saw was just a dream, there are victims showing up on the streets in reality. The killer is real. I feel like I've met him before. You did. You had a nice chat with him after you also killed a couple people. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Or was that a dream too? No, putting that off to the side. If there's a killer on the streets, then Shiki is still alive? Akiha, who was just giggling until now, becomes serious. Akiha. In my old man's journal, he wrote that Shiki was still alive. In other words...
Father's journal?
Akiha tilts her head curious. Yeah, Kohaku kept the, journal from Akiha. Because Kohaku's a sneaky bitch.
Father's journal?
Akiha tilts her head curious. My old man wrote that Shiki and I were connected. Then maybe what I saw were really his dreams. No, it's more likely what he's actually doing.
That may be a possibility. Father's death was suspicious, and it did seem like someone was being raised in the underground cell.
Wait a minute, Akiha. Do we have such a thing like an underground cell here?
Oh, of course. There are a lot of members of the Tono family who lose their sanity. So it's only natural to lock them away before they can hurt the outside world, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, you can lock me up in your dungeon any day, Akiha. I mean, what? No? I didn't say that.
Well, that isn't all it's used for.
Ayo? Ayo? Pardon?
When I got in trouble, Father would lock me up down there.
That's fucked. You know? I wonder if he used that as a punishment or if he just used it to get her away from him so he wouldn't hurt her. Just think about it. If he got aggravated super easily, right? And it was in like the later parts of his before he died, he could have been using that to protect her from himself. For some reason, Akiha sounds like she's having fun. A chill runs down my spine. God dang it, I fucked up my pop filter when I moved everything. I get it. We'll stop talking about it. We have to do something about Shiki, though. If Shiki really is wandering the streets killing people, then we have to stop him.
Is that so? We really don't have to concern ourselves about him, do we? Is it not the job of the police to take care of killers?
Is it not your job as the head of the Tono family to deal with the Tono family? Like, what the... Okay. Sorry, I just got an email that I actually really need to look at. What? Akiha, what are you saying? He's killing people, but he's your brother. He has to pay for his crime, but still.
Him. Goodness, Nissan. You're really too nice of a person.
Taking a breath, she brushes her hair back.
You are my only relative. I do not care about Shiki, so you do not need to have, so you do not have to worry about him.
No, we can't just do that. Do you think the police can catch him so easily? And before then, there'll be more victims.
I will not do anything. That is not our responsibility.
It literally is, though! She's using the whole, oh, you're my only brother, I don't care about him, as just, and she's trying to use that as a loophole to say, oh, well, he's not my family, so, you know, I don't have to do anything about him, because he's not... Like, AKIHA, that is such a cheap fucking lie you're telling yourself to avoid having to kill him. Oh my god.
I will not do anything. That is not our responsibility.
She says this and looks me directly in the eye.
Hey, let's not speak of these matters any longer. Talking about murder and killers is boring, isn't it?
What? I tried to tell her that it has to do with our family, but I can't. Her eyes pierce into me deeply. Staring at me like that, her eyes seem to take away my resolution.
It seems you understand. Well then, will you return to your room? I just came back from school, so there are things I have to do.
Probably gonna break down and cry. It's probably one of them. Like AKIHA says, there isn't anything else to talk about. At least tell her that you appreciate that she still cares for you even though you're not her brother, or, well, I mean, to her you are. What, you know, whatever. Still not convinced, I turn away from her. I go to leave her room. And all of a sudden, from behind me, a voice tells me to stop. What is it? Aren't we done talking, AKIHA? AKIHA stares at me silently.
Nissan, you're the most important thing to me. If I had lost my memories of you over these 8 years, I would not be who I am. Because you are here, I was able to be myself. You are more important to me than myself, so I wanted you to like me always.
Okay. True sincerity. AKIHA looks at me like I'm the only thing she sees.
But that is just a selfish request, right? This family and I are just a burden to you. That is why I always feared it.
Okay, you know, that makes sense. I mean, I kind of figured it was something along these lines, as to why she didn't tell him. Cause there's no actual merit to her keeping the fact that he's an Anaya from him. So I guess, yeah, so it had to be a more personal reason. And finally getting that this confirmation that she was just scared that she would leave, or that he would leave her, makes a lot of sense. Because at the end of the day, right, no matter how mature she is still a 16-year-old girl. And she was just scared of losing her brother that she loved. So, you know, I guess, okay. That's fair. Honestly, though, you know, this is actually extremely good writing on Natsu's part, in my opinion. When you really think about it, like, assuming I'm correct in my assumptions, right? This is actually very, very good writing. Because for her character, right, it makes sense. Well, yeah, no, I know. I'm talking just in this specific instance. At the end of the day, no matter like how mature she may have to be sometimes, she still has the emotional capacity of a teenage girl. And she was scared of losing the one source of actual familial warmth that she had. Let's be real, Makihisa probably wasn't really he cared, he did care about her, but he probably wasn't the most affectionate or fatherly figure he mainly tried to mold her into being a Tono family head, you know? So, I don't know, I feel like this is extremely good writing of Aki. You know, yeah, no, I think Aki is, with this confirmed as her motivation for keeping from, again, assuming I'm correct in my assumption here, she might be the most well-written character in Tsukihime. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Arc was pretty well-written, Ciel also. Actually, Ciel's a good shout, too. Honestly, Shiki might be the worst-written character in the whole VN, to be honest. Like, really thinking about it. Like, yeah, he has backstory for, you know, who he is, whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, right? He's kind of just... I won't say basic VN protagonist, but he's only maybe like a step above basic. Whereas everyone else seems pretty well written. Again, he's not poorly written. But everyone else is just so well written that he seems poorly written in comparison. I don't know, is that just me? Well, okay, no, okay. Taking away Yumizuka and Arihiko, because people with more than like 5 hours of screen time, Shiki's probably the least well written. I don't know.
Anyway, but that is just a selfish request, right? This family and I are just a burden to you. That is why I always feared that you would distance yourself from us, from me. But that's just me worrying, right? Because you came back here. Because you came back for my sake.
Well... yeah. She says happily. Seeing her smile, my chest hurts. That's right. I came back because I couldn't leave you alone. Yeah, not for any other reason. But now I'm beginning to think I was wrong. I did come back because I wanted to watch over her. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like that, like, outside of the... scenes, there's only like 2 CGs you see him? You see him when Ciel hugs him in the hallway after she tries to kill him. And I think there's one other CG somewhere where you also see him, and then other than that, you see his like arms and legs and whatnot in the scenes. But she's wrong. Yeah. True. Don't see his eyes. Her eyes are so sincere that I can't lie. But AKIHA, that isn't the only reason why I came back. I came back for the sake of the child I made a promise with. Oh, is AKIHA gonna tell us that it was Kohaku who was in the window? She might. That's something that's even more precious than my feelings towards AKIHA. And something I can't lie about. Okay. Okay, that should be interesting then. For when I read the manga tomorrow, or day after, I don't know. One of these next few days, whenever I start the manga.
Stop it. I do not want to hear it. You came back, so that is that. So anything else, such as your feelings, I do not need.
Aight, fine. She looks away. AKIHA looking down like that just... for no real reason. Seems very dangerous.
Go back to your room. Please do not look like that in front of me, Nissan.
Like what? Not knowing what to say, I silently leave her room.